It's the NFL on EA Sports. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters, and if he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Now he'll run it. Stroud avoids the contact as he slides to a stop after picking up the 1st down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that 1st down marker is, he's able to pick up the 1st down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the 1st down.
And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Encroachment defense. Still 3rd down.
The penalty helps a bit, but it's still 3rd and long. Stroud going to set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Texans set to punt this one away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down. Putting the tight end in motion. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Offside defense. Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. One of the tight ends in motion right. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they have the first down, so they get the completion on 1st and 5, and now they'll set up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is something that defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Ball start, offense.
Tight end going in motion here. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get that one complete to Rice. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing now, Mahomes. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Texans offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. On 1st down, it's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff running right. And this will be a Texans 1st down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. They send the tight end in motion. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Here's the punter now. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Chiefs offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4. Now, Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Patrick to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll try to run for it. On 4th down, they'll call on Brad Robbins here to punt. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Chiefs on top. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. On 2nd down, Stroud. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Now a give on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Finds an alley to the 35. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 18. That one's good for 29.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. At the 17-yard line. Here's a toss, right side. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Texans will tie the game at 3 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And the numbers will show he's been one of the top quarterbacks in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yards. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. We have a tight end motioning left here. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them
Delay of game.
5.
Offense.
Now Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. To throw is Mahomes. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Texans have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down for Houston.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Off he goes. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down. Now a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board.
Holding. Offense.
So holding is the call. And take that touchdown off the board. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Texans. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Here's Mahomes. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Mahomes now to throw again. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And the Chiefs are going to be set up. 1st and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Throwing again. It's Mahomes. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Mahomes now on 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Is it time to turn to the running game to get in? 3rd and goal coming up. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chiefs cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a short pickup past the 25. So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime and no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a toss to Pacheco. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And this ball incomplete on third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. Stroud to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On first down, it's Stroud.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So you can't let that last incomplete.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The Texans getting all set to punt. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On first down, it's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Mahomes now to throw on second down. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. We'll send a tight end in motion right. Mahomes going to throw here on third down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. They get 22 yards there. And the Chiefs have a first down.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A give here to Pacheco. He's got space inside the 25. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. On 2nd down, Mahomes. Over the top. He's got it. Touchdown, KC. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They bring their tight end right. Stroud to throw here on a 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's taken in. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll send their tight end left. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Ball start, offense.
To throw is Mahomes. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. To throw is Mahomes. To the right side here, pass is caught. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. Texans offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. And there is still a lot to play for. Every game is critical. Teams fighting to claim one of the 7 playoff spots that are up for grabs. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down. They'll motion a tight end right. Stroud to throw here on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Stroud going to tuck this one on the zone read. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. From the gun, here's Stroud. Quick throw, taken in. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one is complete to McBride. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, Stroud. He's going to go up top here for McBride. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up fourth down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Putting the tight end in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. 1st and 10 now from the 36. One of the tight ends motions right. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Tight end going in motion here. Mahomes now to throw again. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The home team's offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs in a game that was expected to be a cakewalk. Pretty much turned out that